Gratitude is more than a polite expression. It's a mindset and a way of life. It means acknowledging the good in our lives even when things are tough. This positive outlook can transform ordinary days into extraordinary blessings. When we choose gratitude, we open our hearts to more joy, peace, and love. Living with gratitude means seeing life through a lens of appreciation. It shifts our focus from what we lack to what we have. This shift can change our perceptions and attitudes. Instead of being upset about what we don't have, we celebrate our blessings. This mindset helps us see God's hand in every part of our lives. Gratitude is a choice. It's something we can cultivate every day. We can start by being thankful for simple things like the sunshine or a friendly smile. Over time, this practice becomes a natural part of who we are. As we develop a habit of gratitude, we draw closer to God, recognizing His blessings big and small. By embracing gratitude as a lifestyle, we align ourselves with God's will. This path leads to a fulfilling and content life. It allows us to see beyond our immediate circumstances and trust in His plan. Gratitude is a powerful force that can enrich our lives in countless ways. The Bible teaches us the importance of gratitude. In 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 18 we read, "Give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus." This verse suggests that gratitude is God's desire for us. It's not just for good times, but for all times. This might seem difficult, especially during hardships, but it's a vital part of a faithful life. When we practice gratitude, we follow God's will. It shows our trust in Him, no matter the situation. This act of thanksgiving can strengthen our faith. It reminds us that God is with us, always working for our good. Giving thanks is a way to honor God and recognize His presence in our lives. Gratitude opens our hearts to God's grace. It's a humble acknowledgement of His sovereignty. When we thank Him, we acknowledge that He knows what's best for us. This trust can bring peace and joy even in the midst of trials. Gratitude helps us see God's blessings, even when they're not immediately obvious. Embracing gratitude as part of our faith journey deepens our relationship with God. It connects us to His love and purpose. As we grow in gratitude, we become more aware of His work in our lives. This awareness brings us closer to Him, enriching our spiritual lives. The story of Paul and Silas in prison is a powerful example of gratitude. In Acts 16, they were jailed for their faith. Instead of complaining, they prayed and sang hymns to God. Their gratitude, even in a dire situation, paved the way for a miracle. At midnight, an earthquake shook the prison and their chains were loosened. This story shows that gratitude can lead to breakthroughs. Paul and Silas didn't focus on their suffering. Instead, they praised God. Their gratitude and faith not only freed them but also inspired others. The jailer, witnessing the miracle, came to faith along with his family. Gratitude in adversity is a testimony of faith. It shows a deep trust in God's plan. Paul and Silas demonstrated that gratitude can transform any situation. Their story reminds us that God's power is limitless. When we thank Him, even in hardship, we invite His miraculous intervention. The story of Paul and Silas encourages us to practice gratitude in all circumstances. It's a reminder that gratitude is not dependent on our situation. It's about recognizing God's constant presence and power. Their example teaches us to focus on God's promises rather than our problems. Gratitude helps us shift our focus from lack to abundance. Psalm 100 verse 4 says, "Enter His gates with thanksgiving and His courts with praise. Give thanks to Him and praise His name." This verse encourages us to approach God with a thankful heart. When we do, we see how blessed we truly are. Thankfulness transforms our perspective. It invites us to see the good in our lives and acknowledge God's provision. Gratitude helps us notice the abundance around us. Instead of dwelling on what we don't have, we celebrate the gifts we do have. This shift invites God's peace into our hearts. Philippians chapter 4, verses 6 to 7 offers another insight into gratitude's power. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation by prayer and petition with thanksgiving, Present your requests to God, and the peace of God which transcends all understanding will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Gratitude combined with prayer brings peace beyond our understanding. We can start small in our gratitude practice. Begin by writing down 3 things you're thankful for each day. Over time, this habit will cultivate a heart of gratitude. As you focus on your blessings, you'll experience more joy and contentment. You'll also find a deeper connection with God and His joy in your life.